but Rockstar, they had re-released the 3 trilogies, 3, Vice City, and
Oh
San
yeah,
Andreas. And did you hear about how mad people were because the way that this recreation, not even a reboot, but this
yeah,
remaster,
yeah,
literally used computer algorithm to just tweak
yes,
shit, and it fucked up with it fucked all the AI, it fucked with spelling, it just made random shit. It made rain that fucking again, it
yeah.
was like blowing water at your ass.
I
And
know. And
I
shouts out Mac McMuscles. Have you heard of Mac McMuscles?
I want to say you've mentioned him before. This is not
So
the same brother who's Mac Mittens, right?
no, no, no.
Okay.
So Matt McMuscles is a YouTube guy who does a bunch of videos, and actually he has a series on YouTube that he does called What Happened. And actually and the reason why I'm bringing him up, shouts out to him, is he had did a What Happened recap on the Grand Theft Auto trilogy, and basically it'll be like a 20 or 30 minute, video or whatnot, where he talks about all the behind the scenes developer video game stuff and what happened that made the situation go bad. And I watched the whole like 40-minute episode on that Grand Theft Auto trilogy because I was someone who I was super excited about and was like, oh yeah, I want to check that out. But it absolutely got ruined because they worked with a small developing team, development team that really hadn't done too many games, if you will. And then it was something like maybe 10 of them that even worked on that actual company, if you will. And then instead of giving them like a full 12 to 18 months to remaster and, do a whole thing, they were like, oh no, you guys got to like drop this within like 6 months. And that's the reason why they had to take a whole bunch of shortcuts using AI and a whole bunch of stuff to recreate stuff. And that's the reason why they put out a broken, shitty game. Because
Free.
unfortunately, that you get what you pay for.
Yeah, and they charge you
So,
full fucking price. The reason
oh my
why,
god,
I even again mentioned that, even though again I'm a big fan of just the creators, the main guys, the main storytellers, the fuckers that made like the Red Dead Redemptions, they left the company. The one motherfucker that owns it
mm,
wasn't the creative. Like, they make so much money out the casinos. I don't know how the fuck they make money online, but motherfuckers be buying them. They're amongst the top 10 selling games for the past fucking 8 to 10 years, bro. Whenever it came out back in the Xbox
yeah,
360 era, but
no. And isn't that, well, I had saw that because I think they're going to re-release that same Grand Theft Auto on the PS5 and the Xbox or whatever, and it's
yeah,
going to be the first time a game has been released and re-released on 3 different consoles. Because
yeah,
it first came out on PS3, then they
yeah,
remade them for the PS4, then they remade them for the PS5. But similar to Rihanna with making $1 billion off of Fenty, they done made $1 billion off of this Grand Theft Auto 5. These motherfuckers are not inspired to do anything else.
mhm.
They're still making hundreds of $1,000s a week off of this game. Like, why put in effort?
Because what they figured out was, yo, we put so much time and effort into our games. Literally, they take 5 to 10 years, roughly about,
Yeah.
and to think, okay, well, all that time, all that money, imagine they put millions into it, and they definitely get it back right away. Shout out to the risks that they take and the music and all the fucking copyright and shit. But yeah, once they figured out, fuck, we don't need to waste 3 to 5 years, and we can just keep it turning. Like, why would you change the format
See, and it's
until
one of
motherfuckers get
those
tired of it?
things and it's one of those things where it is a bit of a lazy approach, but I do think it's an approach that we're going to see a hell of a lot more going forward. Because in the age of being able to download games and downloadable content, so on and so forth, why continue to put in so much work of reinventing the wheel when you could just add downloadable content? Like I'm a big fan of XCOM. XCOM is my favorite video game series of all time, and I have it on the laptop. I do my PC gaming through Steam, and I beat XCOM 2 recently. I beat XCOM 2 or whatnot, and then I just so happen, since I'm off work this week or whatnot, I just so happen to be browsing through Steam, and I saw that the downloadable content for War of the Chosen was like 85% off, and I'm like, oh snap! I'm gonna go ahead and cop that. It's so cheap. And I downloaded it and did not realize that it was like 42 gigs. It's a reimagining of the same exact game. So now I'm playing XCOM 2 War of the Chosen, and it's as if I'm playing a brand new game. It's all still the same graphics. It's still the main story arc from the other one, but this one is adding all these additional pieces inside and new maps and new, creatures and new chosen aliens or whatever and all that. And I'm sitting here playing and I'm like, yo, this is brilliant, because all they did was, made me pay. They
Remaster.
put a couple little things, did a little remaster, and now I'm hooked. It's a brand new game. Brilliant. Brilliant. I'm not mad.
Hey, well, shout out to you getting on a Steam sale instead of fucking $39.99 or however the fuck it normally shit costs. So, again,
You know what I mean?
fucking good time, man.
You know what I
But
mean?
again, that's the only thing that scares me about the music thing is because, like, can you imagine just how I don't know. Mind you, I doubt they're gonna fucking put reverb on a snare, and I'm sure they're gonna have their nose and whatnots. But I mean, who knows, right? It's just I don't know. That's even defunct. That I'm pretty sure we've done that a lot. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, just I don't know. Interesting though.
So
The fact
it's
that we can have our
interesting.
music in NFT is kind of what scares me because I'm like, fuck, what else can we fucking
What else? Yeah, what else
just
can we NFT out of it?